I just want to know how you came up with the notion of making a solar-powered train. I mean, what sparked the whole thing off?
Yeah, well, this particular project is on a 3 kilometre flat section of track, right? So that's a great starting point. It's a controlled environment, and then also the platforms, which we're standing under now, also have a lot of spare roof area. So after we got the project going, and sort of about 2 years ago, we thought the technology was there to do it, and we assembled a team of experts and engineers in different disciplines, and we've managed to be able to power this train using solar power purely.
Right. So what happens then is, I mean, obviously I can see there's solar panels on the roof of the train, but that's not the only source. And then there's batteries in the train, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. So this is it's a heritage train. It was built in 1949 after the Second World War. It's actually known as one of the lighter trains. It's got an aluminium body.
Right.
And so that helped as well. And traditionally, we got 2 carriages here. One carriage would have had 2 diesel engines in it.
Wow.
And the other one's a trailer car. But you can drive it from both ends.
Right.
And so what we managed to do was we took one of the diesel engines out, and we've replaced that with quite a large lithium-ion battery bank.
Right.
And a whole new transmission and all of the componentry to go with that, driven from an electric charge.
Right.
And so we're capturing the sun off the roof of the train as well as on the platform, and the combined energy there then charges the batteries, and we use that to drive the train.
At this end, you can get to a beach, and at that end is sort of the town.
Right in the middle of town, essentially, yeah. But over here as well, we have a lot of new development going on. Right. The resort, we've got what we call the Arts and Industry Estate, which is the major employment hub in Byron. Yeah. So we've got a lot of people moving back and forth, and I think as this area develops and evolves, it's going to be really convenient to get in and out of town. Plus, the traffic's pretty bad.
The traffic's appalling.
So this is another option.
Yeah, you don't have to park. You can go on the train.
Exactly.
You don't have to park. Yeah, no, it's brilliant. Exactly. I think this is the world's only.
Well, yeah, that's what.
100% solar-powered train, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and actually, last year we exported back into the grid nearly 60,000 kilowatt hours, which is enough to power 12. Residential 3-bedroom houses on top of the energy that we used. Right. So it's definitely net carbon positive. And you know, we haven't missed a service in the first 12 months. So we're running 14 to 18 trips a day. Right.
And I know just one of the things, I don't know if you know the fact that all the figures of that, but a lot of people will be intrigued by the size of the battery in terms of kilowatt hour storage. You know what it is?
77 kilowatt hours.
77 kilowatt hours.
Yeah. And it's a 70-ton train, let's remember that. So we're not moving a car.
No.
But you know, the massive torque is perfect for moving a big weight like that. And the fact that we've got a flat track and it's straight and it's back and forth really helps. Because, you know, pushing this thing up a hill is a whole different story.
Quite difficult. Yeah. But I mean, once you get a train moving, it's the friction, like the tyre, you don't have tyre friction. Yeah, the momentum is very.
It's steel on steel.
Yeah.
So we'll accelerate out of the platform, and she'll pretty much coast half the way. Then we give it a little bit more juice,
just to get to the end,
and then we're there.
Right. Yeah.
And then we've got the regen braking as well.
Yeah.
So recovering
really?
some of that.
You do get.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got regen.
Yeah.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah. So you know, she's pretty efficient. I think a return trip, which is 6 kilometres, we use maybe 5 kilowatt hours.
Yeah. I mean, that's about the same as a really efficient small electric car.
Yeah,
it's amazing. And it's a 70-ton.
And we can carry 100 passengers.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Amazing.